Danny, a new 2.5-year contract for Tom Anderson. How pleased are you to get that one done?
Yeah, really pleased. I think for the club and for the rest of the players and for Tom himself, it's fantastic. I think thoroughly deserved. I think it's somebody we've identified we want to be at the club for a long period of time and sort of grow what we're trying to do around him.
What is it about Tom that you want him here for that foreseeable future?
I think it's a lot of things. I think first and foremost it's him as a person, it's him as our captain and leader of the team. I think he adds a lot of value in terms of that kind of thing, and then the abilities he has as a football player. I think he adds a lot of value both in defence and in attack, and has a positive impact not just on his own performances but on the other players around him, which is someone we want at the club and someone we're glad to tie down for 2.5 years.
He's often described as an old school defender, but I think we've seen certainly under your tenure they can do that other side of the game that you like as well.
Yeah, I think first and foremost you're right. Fundamentally, Tom Anderson's a sound football player, very physical player, really good in the aerial duels, good in the tackles, really good defensive organisation skills. But with the ball as well, we see a lot of qualities and areas we feel as though we can continue to improve on, and that's important. So yeah, I think he's a well-rounded player, and I think he adds a lot of value to the squad.
You've talked about as well previously the importance of having people on board that want to be here for the long-term future, giving you a chance to build and look to the future as well. So that must be good in getting Tom as part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's vital. I think we want players who want to be at the club. They feel as though they can progress their careers here, both individually and as a football club. So we want somebody who's going to drive the club to the places we want the club to be, and Tom certainly does that. And we've sat down and spoke a number of times about him going forward and him wanting to be at the club, and then finally we've got a contract sorted which he's happy with, the club are happy with, and yeah, it's good news.
How pleasing too to get a piece of the puzzle in place quite a bit before the summer as well.
Yeah, I think that's really important for me as well. I think it shows that we value the player and that we're committed to the player, and he's committed to the club as well. I think if there's players that we want to keep at the club going forward, it's important we get them tied down as soon as possible, so it's pleasing we've done that with Tom.
Tom had a difficult 12 months running up towards the end of last year, but he's back, he's played a fair few games now. How do you assess what he's producing at the minute?
Yeah, I think his player availability's been really high. I think it's over 85% since I've been at the club, which is really good. I know he's had a few niggling injuries in the past, but look, we cater for sort of like individual players' needs at this football club, and we make sure he's going to be fit and available for selection every week. We need him on the pitch, and this is the most important thing. So yeah, it's positive.